Hi everybody, it's Shannon with Shannon Sweets. Thank you for joining me today. It is December 1st. I can't even believe it. This year is flying by and it's the end of the year already. Oh, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it means we're ready for 2021 and this year can be put behind us. So this sweet treat, I wanted to pick an uplifting stamp set that would help us to get rid of all the bad vibes of 2020. So I chose Positive Thoughts. What a perfect stamp set for the end of the year. So that's what this month's sweet treat is. Positive Thoughts has a die set that came out after the stamp set. So it's called Natural Thoughts. And it's a really nice stamp set. It has a few dies that go around the stamps, but also some extra dies. So it's a great one to complement any other dies, stamp sets you might have also. If you ask them what's my sweet treat, it is a card kit that I send to customers for free who purchase $25 or more from me in a month. If you're not a customer and you're just watching this video, you can get the tutorial for free and tweak it or do whatever you want. Use your stamp set however you like. So it's a win-win for anybody. So let's get right to it. We're going to make these two cards. So just in case you want a little closer look. And let's start with the soft sea foam. And what we're going to do is use our soft sea foam, and we're going to do 8.5 by 5.5, and we're going to just fold it in half. All right. And then what we're going to do is layer on top of that a piece of Whisper White that's 4 by 5 1/4, and it has been ran through our Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. Now you get an deboss side and a emboss side, and we're going to use the rough emboss side to be on our top. We're just going to use some of our Stamp and Seal, or you can use the Seal Plus, whichever one you want, and that's just going to go ahead and go down on our card front. Then we have some Just Jade. This is 2 1/4 by 5, and that is going to go over to our left side. And then we're using the Flower for All Season DSP, and this is 2 by 4 3/4, and that's going to go right on top of our Just Jade. Then we're going to use another piece of sea foam, which is 2 by 4, and it's going to just kind of go over here in the center of the paper, and then you'll get a piece of DSP, which is actually just the reverse of that. That's already been cut out with the stitched rectangle. Okay, and that's going to go right in the middle of our sea foam. So then that's all our layers. Now we can stamp. And we are going to use Rich Raspberry, and we're going to stamp out the sentiment, friends like you mean more every year. Perfect sentiment for the end of the year, isn't it? And then we're going to stamp out our flower, and I'm still using the Rich Raspberry for this. And this does have a die, but I just chose to make it simple and stamp it on a circle. So of course we're going to pop all these guys up with some dimensionals. And this card is almost done. It is a super easy, quick, happy card that is going to be perfect to send to any friends at the end of the year to brighten their day. This one's going to go down here at the bottom. This one's going to go kind of in the middle. And then we're going to take some pearls and just add a little accent. I'm going to add just a couple here and here, and you can add them anywhere you want. I think I'll add one there. So there we go. Card number 1 already done. Card number 2 is going to use Pool Party. You know what? I think I wrote Coastal Cabana on there, but this is Pool Party, I believe, not Coastal. It might be Coastal Cabana. Maybe I'm mixing up my colors. This is Pool Party. This is not Coastal Cabana. I think I wrote the wrong thing on my directions. Sorry about that. Getting my colors mixed up. We have a piece of plaid tidings, and the plaid tidings is 2 by 5.5 because it is going to go clear across our 5.5 front. All right, and kind of towards not quite this total center. I mean, it's going to go more towards the bottom. And then I've used the large rectangle, and we're going to stamp this sentiment on here, the other sentiment in the set, and it's longer. So I want to go over to the right hand side, but at the bottom of this stitched. Okay. So it says sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes. And let's go ahead and put this on the front so we can make sure where we're going to put the rest of our embellishments. All right. So that's going to go more towards, you want to be able to see some of that. So we're going to put it right there. Now, for our other stamping, I'm going to pull out my Stamparatus. I have a die cut. You're going to get the die cuts, so I just want to show you this ability here. This is how I like to cut them out if I happen to have the die cuts, is I lay the die cut imagery in there and I stamp it out and I stamp like that. Boom. Okay. If you don't have the die cut, like you don't have this ability, then what you can do is take your stamp and lay it face up and then stamp it like this. And I'm doing this in Granny Apple. And then turn it around so that you can see the edges. Okay. And then lay it down. All right, so then you're not trying to line it up. And I need to press a little harder, but that way you can get it all lined up on your, so you're going to take there's 2 die cuts in there, and we're going to put one going that way and the other one one tape sticking out, sorry about that, going that way. And then we're going to take the butterflies. So I've already stamped them out. I stamped them in Rich Razzleberry. Okay, so I have 2 of those stamped out. And let's see, I want to go ahead and put adhesive on very bottom, all the way across the bottom. Okay, and that guy is going to go at the very bottom there. And then I'm going to get me a glue dot on the second one here. And I'm going to put a glue dot in the middle. I'm not getting the middle very well. So I'm going to go ahead and pick 2 just so I can make sure it gets down there good. And I'm going to put it right there on top of the other butterfly, but pull up the wings just like that. Now I have some ribbon